Am I taking it? I don't think I'm taking it. Jim's got can't. Oh my goodness.
So, wait, you just took the... Oh, you just took one of the frames out.
Mm-hmm. To take?
Yep.
Okay, good. So, what we're looking at here, and this is generally more of the action is in the center of the hive, and this is off to one side. But even at this, you can see, as well over here, you can look in down and then you can see things glistening in here. Can you see in that?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, that's nectar that they've just begun to collect. And once they collect it and dehydrate it more, then they'll cap it over, and all that's capped honey there. So I'll break this one open right here, and you can see the honey come out.
Is the cap the wax?
Mm-hmm. It's all wax, So there's your honey right there, in that little area right there, and it's all this. And this, as I say, this is not a real active part of the hive because it's off to the side.
Granny, here, let me get...
So,
Wow, there's a lot of bees in there.
so I'm going to put this frame aside for just
And you said there's about 75,000 bees in about every hive?
in a normal hive, yeah.
Wow, that's
Or
a lot
more,
of bees.
50 to 75.
Or more. Wow.
Okay, we're going to move this frame a little bit.
And have you ever squashed bees by accident in the middle of frames?
Yes.
Oh.
And one of the things that you must be very careful of, if you're worried about squashing bees, you sure don't want to squash the queen.
Oh,
The queen's going to be in this area somewhere, so you want to be very careful with her.
Yeah, how can you tell which one is the queen?
They look different, and you have to find her, and I probably will never find her on these frames because down below is where she would be in the other frame. But here's another, these frames are made just for them to store food in. And you can see they're right busy in here, but not as much honey as I would hope to find in there. So let's see what I can see. Oh, that's almost empty there. Okay, here's a kind of a bulky one. Okay, girls, settle down there. Okay, there's some more honey there, and they're drawing this
Wow.
comb out, way out.
Yeah, you
Now-
can really hear them buzzing.
Now they're different size cells here. I don't see in here. Okay.
I can kind of smell the honey.
You know what you're smelling? And the nectar from goldenrod, and it stinks.
Now, what is the goldenrod?
Goldenrod is a weed that grows up and blooms in the fall. One of the few, goldenrod and aster. Goldenrod is that yellow weed that you see along the highway that grows up about so tall. And right next to it you'll probably find a purple flower-looking weed. It's called aster, and they get nectar and pollen from both of those. And really, the honey from goldenrod, the flavor is not real wonderful, and so we let the bees keep that.
Yeah.
And what do they get it from in the spring? Any particular flower or pretty much all
start
flowers?
off with maple in January, February, believe it or not, and then looking for a picture. Like, I'll show you something kind of like it though. And then whatever's blooming. The tulip, what do they call it? Tulip poplar
Uh-huh.
has a good honey flow, nectar flow, and flowers, crops, cotton.
Cotton does too.
Mhm.
Huh.
Okay, come over this side for me here a minute. Now see the difference in size of that cell there and that cell there?
Oh yeah, why is that?
That is a drone cell. And that's when the queen lays an egg and they decide they need to have a drone, which is a male worker. All the rest of these are workers. And she'll lay some drone cells because the drones are there because in the springtime, when the queen, a new queen is born, then they need somebody to mate with her to make more bee eggs. And so the drones go up there and all they do is just go up and mate in the air and eat honey. They don't do any work at all. They're pretty sorry bunch, really.
Wow. Lazy bees.
Yeah, lazy bees. But you have to have them. They're necessary to make it work.
Yep. So do y'all keep the honey and like eat it and stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Is that, so you don't necessarily have to go out and buy honey. You can just get it from the bees.
Last year was the first year I bought honey in about 40 years.
Wow.
Wow.
And that was because my bees just didn't make any honey last year. Everything was bad. The rain washed the nectar away and it got to dry, more flowers wouldn't bloom. It was terrible. Now, 15 miles from here they had a great crop, but not in this neighborhood.
Huh.
So let me see if I can see something else in these. Well, this is the way I generally feed the bees. I'll put some sugar water in these things, and they come up underneath this cap. And suck the sugar water through these holes.
Oh.
But I'm not feeding them right now, except I'm feeding them from a distant feeder. Like one of my friends says, I like for my bees to work for what they get. So I feed them over in another jar over here somewhere.
Huh.
So let's see what else we can show you. Let's see who's in here.
How do they like process the honey?
They add some enzymes to it, we think. The main thing they do is dehydrate the nectar and make the nectar drier and drier until it's only about 13% water or so. The rest of it is sugar and with flavor in it. The bees flavored depending on what kind of honey, what kind of flower they've been visiting.
Yeah. That's interesting. And now I see some dead bees on top.
Yep.
Have they like stung something?
They probably.
Yeah.
They probably just got up and underneath the cover and couldn't get back down through for one reason or another.
Yeah.
Let's see. But they have everything pretty well. Why don't you go get your smoker from me for a minute?
Want me to get smoker?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Come on this way. Yeah, you want to stay behind the house instead of front of it. Go ahead and smoke these down like this.
Okay.
Good. Okay, see, they all went down to gorge themselves. All right, you put that down. Like this one, this one's pretty good. Let's see what we can find in this one. Look at that.
What is all that gray stuff?
That is all honey capped over with wax.
Huh.
All of it.
Wow. That
Am I
has
okay
a
here?
lot.
Wow. Wow.
Same way on the other side.
Oh yeah.
Now, do you have to empty that out at some point, or could you just?
Yep, what I do on the hottest day of the year, it seems to be always this messy job. It takes me all day. Get all these hives. These top boxes are called supers. The bottom ones are called, the big ones are called brood boxes. I don't get honey out of the brood boxes. I leave that and the big population to live there. But this is all stored honey that they store for the wintertime. But we steal from them. And so I take these frames and I have a hot knife and I cut all that cap off like that, and then put it in a centrifuge and spin it, and it spins the honey out of the comb. Now the reason I say you choose a hot day, because if it's cold, the honey will be so thick that it doesn't spin out very well.
Oh.
So you kind of like to get it a warmer day to do that.
Wow.
Go see him out there.
And you see all the bees are staying with their top, even though there's no honey there, but at least they recognize it as home, and they can smell the queen bees, what they call pheromones, because they know she's around here somewhere.
Is there only one queen to a
Hive.
hive?
Just like at home.
Yeah. That's what I thought, but I wasn't sure.
Just like at home. I do remember the day my daughter came home from college. Actually, it was after she'd gotten married. She came home and lived with us for a while while they were trying to find a place to live. And it was obvious that the house did not need to have two queen bees.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Man, do you want me to go get the smoker again?
Oh, I don't know. I think we're pretty well done this. There's some diseases that bees have. It's hard. We can walk away from this now.
Okay.
But there are diseases that bees get. It's kind of hard to think about an insect having an insect, but that's exactly what happens. Okay. I got everything else. Yeah. It is kind of warm, and I like for them to get some of the circulation here. Now this is a yellow jacket right here.
What is?
You don't want to get that close to a yellow jacket. But they're just mean.
Yeah, they sting.
Yeah, I think when they sting you, I think it hurts the worst out of all stinging.
You're right. I think so.